Today I got three stories. And I think stories are important in our lives because stories are our experiences, and those experiences turn into beliefs, and those beliefs impact our actions. Okay? So, story number one, how I plan vacations. My first move is usually on YouTube. I search things like top 10 things to do in Alaska, recently, top 10 things to do in Montana. You know, Mistakes people make when traveling to Glacier National Park. That's kind of a plan I'm working on. Best things to do before you go, how to pack, all those kind of things. I want to learn from people that have done it before. They've been there. And these videos are all over YouTube and they're priceless. Capturing the wisdom of people that have gone before me, done the things before me, and maybe make me a little more efficient and effective, and I don't have a regret when I come back home. YouTube is really just step one for me. The second thing I do is I talk to my friends. I have a retirement group on Fridays. I got a big family. And, I start talking to them. Hey, has anybody been to Glacier? Has anybody been to Alaska? Because there's a good chance one of them has done that. And that was really came true for my Alaska trip. A good friend of mine, Bob, has been there. And he talked me into going with Princess Cruise Lines. They've had a presence in Alaska for 75 years. They get the premier docking ports. They also own a lot of hotels, a lot of railroad cars, railroad systems, and also restaurants. So we did a land sea portion. He talked me into doing the land first so you can relax on the cruise coming back. Another critical he talked to me about on the cruise. I'm cheap. And Bob said, hey, Joe, if you only get a balcony on one cruise, this is the one to do it. There's a lot of sea life to encounter. You're driving along land. You can see glaciers. You really want to have a balcony. I'm telling you, do it this way. That convinced me to do it. This is not a Caribbean cruise. You're not just going to be looking at it, blue ocean all the time, Joe. So really my point in this video is sometimes we need outside help to bring in wisdom, experience, okay? And it's not about, whether you're capable or not. It's, I may miss something, okay? Story number two, I saw this principle in my career. Later in my career, I helped manufacturing plants improve their maintenance and reliability, their efficiency, and also their cost. Not taking more risk by, hey, let's just cancel the outage, or let's, not have as many people, or take a PM, a preventive maintenance task, from 1 month to 6 months just to reduce costs. But I did this, I was an internal consultant for a company, and I had 31 plants. I was responsible to help them on their journey. I worked with very smart people, very capable people, very passionate people that cared deeply about their plants. They were not lazy, not clueless, but they were inside the system every day. They did not see the waste and inefficiency that I did. They did not see the delays. They didn't see the workarounds. And many of the opportunities, they just walked by every day because they saw it every day. But their willingness to learn saved $115 million combined, all 31 plants, in the first year. $115 million. Not by taking more risks, not by deferring work, but by waste elimination, culture change, and applying best practices in a certain order. Okay? Because smart people often, get trapped into defending their current culture and defending their old stories, they can't see the opportunity that's in front of them. Okay, my third story. It's a short one. It's my retirement. So when I first got serious about retiring, I wanted to follow the same formula. What are other people doing? Dive into YouTube, right? Dive into reading books, reading magazine articles. What would experts say about my plan? I knew my strengths. I knew my numbers. I did a lot of work, a lot of spreadsheets. But I also knew that I could miss something. And that could be expensive and regrettable and maybe even embarrassing. Maybe embarrassing, um, to retire too early and have to go back to work, or missed $100,000 problem that is embarrassing. And a lot of people just hide that embarrassment, but it's a real issue, and a real obstacle to get through. Retirement is not just a math problem; it's a tax problem, it's an investment problem, cash flow problem, Social Security, healthcare. Spouse, how you want to work together as a spouse. I interviewed 7 certified financial planners to see, okay, what do they have to offer me? What am I missing? And I'm telling you, 6 of the 7, they talked to me. They didn't listen. They gave their speech that they've given the morning before, the day before that, the day before that, the day before that. Okay. They were just, here's what I would do. Just, they took, the plan out of their drawer and said, here it is. One guy was different. And his name is Neil Fort Wendell, and I have his contact information below. It's a phone number, and you call if you want to have a 20-30 minute phone call to see if Neil's a match for you. That's good. But Neil was willing to listen. He customized. Most of the time he was just listening to, what do you want? What do you got? He realized that, I'm not your average investor, your average retiree. I wanted to know how the sausage was made. I wanted to know a lot of details. And, he was willing to customize a service for me, what I needed. Would I have retired at 54 without Neil? It's hard to say. Maybe not. Definitely with less confidence. Would I have worked 1 more year, 2 more years? Boy, I can't imagine working 2 more years, 1 more years, just because of fear and anxiety and lack of confidence. I can't imagine that. Boy, that would have been costly. The years I was 54 and 55, 56 years old, man, those were great, great years to be retired. Those early retirement years, those are your healthy years, man. Those are your go-go years. I did not become a different person because I, leaned on a certified financial planner, but I did get more confidence. My plan was clear. I had someone that challenged my plan, and that mattered. Okay, what did, outside help actually change? Okay, Joe, you created your plan. What had actually changed? I increased my diversification. Okay, I have 20% international, and I didn't have that before, and that's really paying off this year. It also reduces the variability in your returns, so when you're drawing out money, you don't have to draw out, during low periods. Neil helped me understand that it's not all about growth, and it was all about growth for 35 years, for me, and changing that mindset was big. So diversification. I also, put 5% into small caps. I wouldn't have done that without Neil. It's really paying off well this year. Neil introduced me to buckets. Okay. A lot of you look at me and say, hey, Joe's the bucket guy. Not before I met Neil. I started to understand I had a good amount of money, and I was I was using something like the 4% rule and said, hey, I look like I'm okay. I think I'm okay to retire. That's kind of where I was before I started getting serious. And challenged myself by taking my plan and put it in front of an expert and letting them throw rocks at it. Sequence of return. What are you going to do about that? I talk a lot about that, not before my engagements with Neil. Retirement is about growing your nest egg, protecting it, and spending it, and sleeping at night. All those things need to be juggled together. Confidence to spend in retirement is a major deal. you're going to face this. It's a major deal, no matter what income you're at and how big of a investment portfolio you have. Confidence to spend is going to be a big deal. Um, Emotionally, it just feels wrong. That's all I'll say. There's a difference between having a plan and trusting a plan enough to take action on it. Okay. And having a plan ran by a certified financial planner or created by a financial planner is huge. It's huge. Okay, taxes. Taxes has been another big one for me. I had no plan for taxes. Taxes happen to you. I'll take that 1 year at a time. And a lot of you are in that camp. Okay. Taxes don't feel urgent. They feel, hey, gosh, I'm going to enjoy the first 10 years of my retirement and pay the minimum taxes and it's all going to be great. Well, that's a 10 years of lost opportunity to take a look at your entire lifespan of taxes and what little steps can you take now to have dramatic impact in the future. And, that's what I've learned from going to an expert. Got to manage IRMA. I never heard of IRMA before I retired. I really didn't. I didn't. Let's just be honest. I think you guys are more prepared than me. But, I'm just sharing my story. The real retirement question is not only can I retire, it's also what am I missing? Am I too conservative, too aggressive? Am I just delaying one more year because my plan says no, or I just can't trust my plan yet because I created it in my own basement? I know many of you like my approach to retirement. Some of you are longtime listeners. You like my buckets, you like my spending discussions and how I talk emotionally about retiring, and retiring from not retiring from something, but to something. A lot of those common themes for me. But I got to give partial credit to Neil. He did not make decisions for me. He did not live my life for me. But he did give me more confidence, much more confidence. He challenged my assumptions. He helped me, compare to what other folks were doing. Hey, is anybody else doing this? There's comfort in the crowd mentality, right? And definitely helped me with taxes, diversification, and spending with confidence. Those are huge. Now, one of the things, Neil and I have established a relationship over the last 8 years now. And, his offerings was really just all full financial planning, assets under management. You pay him a percentage of assets under management, which is a number that's negotiable, by the way, not just with Neil, just in the industry. So don't necessarily have to accept the first offer. But is there something? I don't like the choices that my audience is facing. And I get this through the comments, emails, and discussion. It's like, hey, I'm going to do it myself or I'm going to go full assets under management. Those are the two choices you got, A or B. Which one you want? Why not create a third door? And I worked with Neil to create this third door. Now, honestly, it took me 18 months to get him there. And he's created a plan-only creation for just my audience. So they'll spend about 10 hours with you and without you doing 10 hours of their time putting together an expertise, creating a plan for you. And that's about $4,000, which may sound high, okay? But it's very cheap compared to most people, assets under management. Very cheap, okay? But the quality is there. Not only will you get the plan creation and questions and answers on that, but full questions and answers and guidance for a year, 12 months. Okay. This is a nice third option for many folks. Okay. That does not mean it's for everyone. Okay. It simply means for those folks that are strong DIYers, but yet I wonder what I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something, to sit down and say, okay, let somebody else create an independent plan, and then I can compare those two. And I can do that for 1 year, and I can, end the relationship there. You're not transferring any money, anything like that. It's really a plan creation with a year of questioning that I think is a real opportunity. The point of this video is a little bit about humility, my storytelling. When I planned my Alaska trip, I asked people who have been there. When I worked at manufacturing plants, smart leaders benefited from my expertise. Not because they were weak, but because they knew they were too close to a problem, and they respected somebody that has already driven culture change and driven results in reliability maintenance. So when I retired, I did the exact same thing. I said, hey, there's got to be somebody out there that knows a lot more than me. There are some professionals that do that. So the question I'm going to leave you with is simple. What am I too close to my own plan to see? Because sometimes the most expensive retirement mistake is not the one you ignored. It's the one you never saw. Reach out to Neil. See if there's a match between you. Doesn't cost any money to, register, get some, get time on the calendar, and just have a discussion with Neil and his team, and see if they're a match, because there is a third door, and that is plan-only creation. It's between do-it-yourself and full assets under management coaching, for your whole career. Check out door number 3. I think it's a match for a lot of you folks. This is Joe out.